We
got our eyes on. I mean, you've got.
Yeah, we got our eyes on you. That's what it is. That's what I want the bank to be talking about when they talk. They're talking about our money to just be watching us in every second of our lives. Like the government. What's up, everybody? My name is Bryce, aka DubsNotSubs, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be covering all the manga that I have bought in the previous month of May, I believe. Yes, last month was May, and I'm going to be doing this hopefully on Monday, Memorial Day. So I hope you guys all had a good Memorial Day weekend. And also, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's actually really awesome. I never thought I'd actually get to this place. I'm going to dedicate and do a special video hopefully sometime this week also, just specifically talking about 1,000 subscribers, so I don't want to go into it too deep for this video because I want to keep it on what I'm actually going to be doing today. I also got a new camera. It is the Canon EOS 5. I got it pre-owned on sale for a good steal. I got a good price on that little bad boy right there, and this hopefully will come out very good. I have fixed the lighting and other situations I had problems with last time, so hopefully it looks a lot better. I had to re-record this video because it did not go too well as my first time learning about it, but trial and error, that's what happens, and we have come out stronger. I have got my training arc over and I'm ready to get into it, but without further ado, let's get into all the manga I bought this month. For this month, we got a decent amount of stuff going over here, and plus right here, we got a little special little thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there you go. There's a little sneak peek of what's going on back there. We're going to be showing that off later today. So, first off, it's not a ton of manga. It's not like an overwhelming amount of manga, but it's a nice manga haul. It's my manga haul. It's a beauty of a series. It's the best series of all time. And so we're going to start off with our Yin Press and Kaiten books. This is kind of my miscellaneous stuff. Then we have some Shonen Jump stuff, some Shonen Jump signature stuff, a specialty book over here that's not really either, and I'll get into that in a second. And then a nice hardcover, 2 hardcovers I got coming for. So we got a decent amount of stuff. Let's get into it. And first up, we have Your Turn to Die, voting majority death game. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Your Turn to Die? It's just a death game. You don't like death games? Well, huh?
For an anime?
Come here. Sit here real quick. Come back. Come in the video real quick. I'm going to hand you this. And by the end of this video, I want you to give me your first impressions of it. So quickly go through it and I'll talk about what that is real quick. Basically, it's just a death game. It's a lot like Saw. It's pretty good. The art is okay. The art isn't like the craziest stuff out there, but the games and stuff are interesting, and I like how the pacing and all the characters have gone throughout the first volume. There's a little bit of a twist in the middle of it that you think one of the characters that's going to go farther doesn't actually make it as far as they do, so it's pretty good. And I really like how it was developing and how the characters were going. It was a pretty interesting roll back and forth with all the characters and their interactions and the people who knew each other and the games and psychological stuff like that. It very much goes with the traditional death game style of they don't know about it before, because there's the two types of death games. You have this style, and then you have the ones where they try to find the game master and beat the game, like Alice in Borderlands or High Rise Invasion or As the Gods Will Season 2. Like all this stuff, they either try to beat the death game's creators and try to save everybody, or they just go to the end and just have one will survive traditional style death games. So it's very good. I really enjoy it. Is it better than High Rise Invasion, a series that I absolutely despise and hate? I don't really know, to be honest. I just think I like the idea that it's a traditional death game and they're just going through it like that. And then something about High Rise Invasion, it didn't click with me and I didn't enjoy about what stuff was going on, and I didn't like the characters and all the ecchi moments and stuff like that. This seems to be more about if there's a violence to it, and there really isn't as many ecchi moments, which I think helps the thriller, scary aspect of the series a lot more than High Rise Invasion really did. But that's just personal opinion. The art in High Rise Invasion is better than this one. I'll give it that. With like hands down, the other one's better. Anyway, next up we have Shed That Skin, Ryogaki-san. Now this is a book by Kaiten Books. It's a newly created publisher, and it is a series that I have not yet gotten into, but the premise of it is what I really want to read for it because it really interested me when I first got to hear about it, and it really made me want this in physical very, very bad. Basically what happens, Ryugaki-san is, I don't know if she's like the class president or anything, but basically she has lizard skin. She's a lizard girl, and she sheds all the time, and this boy in class likes to, I don't know, collect her skin or something and has some fetish for it. It's very creepy and very weird, but it seems like a really funny rom-com with this like weird trope of them having to deal with lizard problems and all this kind of stuff, and the dude that's really kind of into it, which makes no sense in my mind, but, you know, men do get horny on weirder stuff, unfortunately. You finished over there? You want to come in and give you a quick little, like, opinion on it? Come here. What do you think? What do you think about it? You don't have to get on camera. Just tell me what you think.
I like Saw.
You like Saw, but do you like this?
I'm not ready that.
You want to read? Say it louder.
I want to read it.
All right, next up we have our Shonen Jump stuff, and now this is going to be volumes. Let me grab it in the right order. We have volumes 4, 6, and 7 of Slam Dunk. And now you might be wondering, why don't I have 5? And that's because I'm a dumbass and forgot to get 5 in the Amazon order. I thought I did get 5, but I did not. And I'm a darn fool. I forgot, and now I have to wait to get that one. So hopefully I'll be able to continue the series and still be able to read it. I am on volume 3 right now. I am absolutely loving Slam Dunk. I really like Slam Dunk a lot because a lot of the basketball series in just anime and manga in general just don't really seem realistic to me, because from playing basketball, a lot of the stuff that happens in anime and manga just isn't real, isn't possible, and really pulls me out of it, because when I watch basketball, unless it's like some futuristic thing where like it clearly is not based on the real sport, it's just like inspired by it and stuff like that, I really want it to be as real as possible, because in playing it, it really annoys me when you see stuff you're just like, that's not how it happens at all, and things like that, especially when you see a lot of like animes and stuff like that go really outlandish with some of their stuff, which is entertaining for some people, but for me personally, knowing about it, I don't really like it that much, and it's just a personal opinion. I'm sure other people can enjoy their other series. I don't really care, but just for me personally, I really like that this feels realistic, at least so far, and I'm about like halfway through volume 3 right now, and I'm really liking how he's learning about the fundamentals, how the main character's learning about basketball, his love for basketball, and what really gets him into it, because it's very shonen-esque with all the shonen type characters in there, so it stays nice in the manga format, but really feels like the creator knows about basketball, loves basketball, and this really is an homage to the sport, and it really is showing in all of the pages and all the characters, and everything is very, very well written and well drawn, and I really love this series so much, and I'm super into it. I believe there's 31 volumes, and I'm definitely going to be picking up all of it as soon as I possibly can, because it is so very good. It's just absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and I can't wait to read more Slam Dunk. But next up, we have the thing that was not an actual manga or light novel, and that is a biography of Paul Von Doren, and that is a creator, not a creator, it is the creator of Vans, the industry, or not the industry, I mean, he kind of created an industry with how big that company is, but basically, he created the company of Vans, and it really made me interested into that, because I have actually started my own business. That's right, plugged it 3 times in a row in a video, so I kill that. But that's because I have started my own business called Vigilant Apparel. Now, this is an apparel company that is based around skateboarding and the skateboarding style and streetwear style. I really love making all these designs for it. It's a lot of fun. I've always wanted to run my own business, and I've always wanted to create t-shirts. I do this with my friend Nathaniel, and it's just been a lot of fun to be able to create t-shirts, to create t-shirt designs, create other kind of designs, and the summer drop is going to be coming out May 31st, Memorial Day. I cannot wait to show you guys some of the new stuff I'm on there, but go on there right now, because my essential collection is out right now. You can click the link in the description, go check it out, go see if there's anything you like, and if you like something, maybe make a little purchase. It would mean a lot to me. And it just is something I really am passionate about, and I hope you guys check it out. Just see if you enjoy it, or see what you guys think about it, because I love doing it, and I hope I can, shift that little passion onto you guys too. And just follow your dreams. You guys want to do something you want to do, especially while you're young. Now's the time to do it. I've very much learned that from listening to a lot of people older than me, especially from the Trash Taste podcast, because I've gotten back into podcasts recently, and I've been listening to a lot of Trash Taste, and then hearing them talk about making mistakes when you're younger, because you have enough time to recoup if you make that mistake, and stuff like that, and I just want to find out if it's going to work, and I just want to see what I can do with it, and not have that regret later in life, knowing I didn't do it when I could have done it and made something big, been on the level of Vans, if that by some grace of God happens, and I don't know what kind of alternate universe where I destroy everything is, but hopefully something happens with it, and I really enjoy doing it, and I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy it too. But anyway, we'll get on to the rest of the manga. Next up, we have our Viz signature, and this is going to be volume 21 of Golden Kamuy. I talk about it every month because I get it every month, because I'm always behind for some reason, and I don't know how these releases come out so fast, but Golden Kamuy is an absolutely banger of a series. It's so good. I love Golden Kamuy. It's one of the best seinen mangas of all time currently going on. Hands down, it is so good. The characters of Sugimoto, Ashirpa, Ogata, any characters that you want to name in throughout this series, they're just all so good. Lieutenant Tsurumi, Kiro Ranke, and just all these other characters. I can probably name a lot of them because they're just all so memorable and unique, and it really is a fantastic historical series. And that, like, kind of historical because it's based around the end of the Russo-Japanese War, but it really kind of veers off at that end, and there's some historical stuff throughout it, but it's a very fantastic historical action seinen manga. It's so good. The story gets better and better and better as it goes on. We got to, like, the end of one of the craziest arcs that was going on right now, and a major character dies. I'm not going to tell you guys who, but man, to see this character go was something that I didn't expect. It was a really big shock, and it actually, like, hurt more than I thought it would, even though everything that goes on with him. But it's an absolutely fantastic series. I really recommend you guys check it out if you guys get the chance to read Golden Kamuy. It is just so good, and it's something that you can also read for free on the Shonen Jump app, I believe, or not for free if you have the subscription, so the $2 a month subscription, which is really dirt cheap for manga. You can go online. I believe you have to go to the website, but you can read all of Golden Kamuy for free. I'm pretty sure it's in the Shonen Jump vault. But anyway, this is going to be my manga of the month. Not Golden Kamuy, but this next series right now that I'm about to show you, and that is Zom 100 Volume 2. Now, this takes such a good twist on the zombie genre, which is just so overdone and so just basic. It's everybody does the zombie subgenre, and it is just such a good twist on it. This character of Akira going through life, and when the zombie apocalypse happens, finally getting his chance to truly live because he's not stuck in this dead-end company anymore, and he's just able to do all these things where he fills out a list of 100 things he wants to do before he becomes a zombie, hence the title, and it's just fantastic. It's so funny. It's so endearing. It teaches you a lot about living life, living in the moment, and not living with regrets. And it's just such a fantastic lesson that is in there. The characters are fun so far. I really like how the story's developing. I love how it's getting better. None of the characters seem stale or boring so far. The story art is just absolutely top tier. It's just something that you really like to cheer for Akira for. You really like to cheer for his friends and this mysterious girl that's showing up everywhere. It's just absolutely fantastic, and it's one of the best seinen series that I am currently reading, and this is, right now, I like this more than Golden Kamuy, which shows you how much I love this series. It's absolutely fantastic. It is a gem, absolutely gem of a series. I said that 3 times because I mean it. It's just so good, and I love it so very much, and I cannot wait to read more of it.
Can you not drop pedigrams on the floor?
Alright, next up, before we get into my last little bit of manga here, we have a poster that I have gotten purchased from my girlfriend, and that is a poster of Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, my favorite one of the demon trio. I love this guy. He's so good and so cool. Sorry if my mic was a little close there. I was just so excited. I have to make sure you guys can hear me. It is absolutely fantastic. I love this poster. It is by an independent artist on Instagram. If I find the account, I'll put it in the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. He has a lot of this different stuff. He also has a Naruto one that I really want to get to. But that poster by itself is so cool. When he gets into his breathe form and his sleep, when he falls into sleep and then ends up being able to attack with his lightning, it's just fantastic. And remembering what the anime was and how good it was animated, and actually remembering the manga that I'm reading right now to try to finish it, even though I know the ending isn't the best, I'm still excited, and sometimes it's about the journey and not the end, so we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm really absolutely loving Demon Slayer, so I had to get something to show my support for it, and especially my boy Zenitsu. He is just he's just awesome. He's the best guy in that show. But anyway, last up, we have it is a sad note. It's definitely a sad note, but we have Volume 6 of Berserk and Volume 7 of the Berserk Deluxe Editions right here. Now, I kind of want to end this more on a hopeful note, because if you guys want to see what I thought about it when I first heard about it, I have a video up. You guys can go check that out. There'll be a card for that. I hope I pointed up to the right side, but I kind of just wanted to leave this video on more of a hopeful note than everything that seemed to be coming out. Like, obviously it's sad, and I'm not going to deny that. I was really sad and everything, and I know everybody's going through hearing about Kentaro Miura's death, but I think we should just all, enjoy the gift that he's given us, this amazing manga series that we've all been able to read and enjoy, and let it impact our lives, because there's so many important lessons that Berserk teaches us, and not only beyond the action, the grit, and the amazing characters that he's developed, the life lessons that are involved in it, and the teachings that he has within this the volumes of Berserk are just so tremendous and important to our lives. And there's a lot we can take out of this, between revenge and freedom and love and regret, and just so many different topics that he tackles in Berserk that is really explored in a very interesting way, because of the way Guts is developed as this very unique and different character in the shonen and seinen genre. And so the story itself has a lot of these important lessons. I think we should all just enjoy the gift that he's given us this time, or this series, and enjoy Berserk, and enjoy everything that's come out of Berserk, like Bloodborne and movies, and all our personality traits that we've been able to develop through this amazing series that this amazing creator has given us, because in all actuality, is one of the best series of all time. It's objectively one of the best things ever. It is one of the most interesting and unique books ever created. It has over 50 million copies in circulation worldwide, I believe, and it is just something that the world needs to know about, and we should all celebrate the life and creation that Kentaro Miura was able to give us. And I'm so happy that I'm reading through this, and that I don't get to miss out on something that this amazing man created, and that this amazing manga is, because I just love everything about it, and it's just so good and so unique. I love Katsuka, Guts, I hate Griffith. I absolutely hate Griffith, which is by design, so, it does its job, and I just love all the other characters that are involved in Berserk, and Guts himself being such an interesting character, and getting to see such a different perspective that he has on life than maybe I would personally think, or maybe you would think, and just the art itself being so impactful and memorable, and just the little stories. One of the things that I remember the most from it, well, not the most, but one of the things that stuck out more than me than I would remember, and this is kind of spoiler territory, so I believe it's in volume 6 of the deluxe edition, so spoilers up to that. Basically, what happens is the king of one of the kingdoms, or not the king of this certain kingdom, I can't remember the name of it, ends up getting sick, and he ends up dying. But before he dies, we get to see this weird dream state he's in, of him sitting on this throne all alone. And then there's this giant white dove where he's trying to attain it, but it's just blocked off and he can't get it. And then he finally, is it the dove or is it her? I think it's her. It's his daughter that he really covets after, and then she turns into a white dove, and then he sees it, and then we end up seeing that he dies. And I just think it's a very metaphorical thing that I really remember. For some reason, just the king on his lonely throne, and talking about how it's so cold there, and no one's letting him get to what he truly desires, because he took power and all this other things instead of what he truly loved. But then again, I don't really think he should be allowed to get what he loves, incest is pretty bad. But just things like that and other things involved in this manga are just so memorable and unique, and just have these really good debate and talking points on it that I really, really love about this series. And I think it's one of the truly unique series that is just absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to read all of it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel that I deserve it. And as always, DubsNotSubs.